General Aviation works as a magic carpet for community service. Airplanes allow those wishing to serve their fellow man ease of access to some pretty far-flung places. AOPA Senior Features Editor Julie Summers-Walker takes us along as a GA helps volunteers serve those in need down in San Quintin, Mexico.
It's a gray, overcast day as pilot Michael Gabelman breaks through the clouds in his Cherokee 6 on the descent into a dirt strip in rural Mexico. Mike is one of several pilots flying on this mission. Volunteers and their gear are stuffed into these Pipers and Cessnas. Dentists, doctors, hygienists, and pilots flew from their suburban homes for a long weekend of service for California-based organization Mission Flight.
Mission Flight is a public benefit nonprofit organization. We use General Aviation to serve people in need.
And there is great need here. Most residents work as migrant field workers, harvesting berries and other fruits and vegetables that are shipped around the world.
It's a very, very poor existence. The average salary is between $9 and $9.25 per day, usually about 11-hour work day, 6 days a week.
The workers are offered free housing, but conditions in these compounds are appalling. Entire families live in an 8 by 10 foot box. No mattress, just a slab floor with no running water. The conditions here lead to a variety of health problems, and one of the most pressing needs is in dental care. The workers can't afford to go to the dentist, and so they are forced to live with painful dental issues. So the dental care offered by the Mission Flight volunteers is life-changing.
One of the first trips that I had done, we had served an older lady who had significant dental need. And she was in such chronic pain for so many years, but she was a migrant field worker. And she had been crying out to God, saying, God, help me. And there was no help available. And then she heard about our clinic and she came. And when her tooth was extracted and she got antibiotics, the relief that she felt, she was so grateful and she was so appreciative that it compels me to return and it compels me to continue to serve.
The doctors and dentists are only able to reach these people in need because of General Aviation.
We saw over 300 patients combined with medical, dental, chiropractic. And now we're heading home. We'll be home at 2 p.m. on a Sunday afternoon. So General Aviation, without that, we would not be able to support this area that has this need.
For the pilots and medical professionals who come to serve here, it's a rewarding experience.
It gives a joy and a purpose to why, we have this gift of flight.
And Mission Flight is looking for more pilots to help.
We have a lot of resources in the States. We have a lot of need down here, but there's a bottleneck. And we want to increase this bottleneck so that more resources can get down to where the need is. We need General Aviation pilots.
And you don't need a super high performance airplane and tons of hours of flying experience to go. Mission Flight is looking for private pilots with an instrument rating and basic single engine airplane. The weekend mission trips are a lot of work, but the volunteers say it's worth it.
The reward is immense. I really, really love when we have first-time volunteers and they say, I'm going to go to Mexico and I'm going to impact them and I'm going to bless them and I'm going to, and always at the end of the trip they realize that they were blessed 100 times more than they ever imagined themselves personally.
Julie Walker, AOPA Live.
You can read more about Mission Flight Mexico in the December edition of AOPA Pilot Magazine. Wow.
There are so many good people out there in our community.
There really are, and what a tremendous way to use a General Aviation airplane to make a big difference.
Absolutely. And it doesn't take much to volunteer for something like that.
Yeah, that's cool.